What happens on this channel? What do I do? What do I do in this channel? Just give me a second. Welcome. Something someone has written. Something someone has said. Something that someone whom had an idea, a science, a thought, jotted down in paper privately within his own mind, within her own mind, to come up with something that eventually turned into this. Who built this? What did they use? What material did they use? What number do you see? Is there any image? There are only 6 sides. That's why they call it a cube. What is a cube? It has 6 sides. But within each area of the 6 sides, they show me that there's a breakdown of 9 on every side, a face of 9. It shows me to the 6 sides. It's 1, 2, 3, 180 degrees to 4, 90, 90, 90 to 5 and 6. Meaning all I have to do is turn the corner instead of flipping the cube upside down from 3 to 4. So what do? I did nothing. I only observed the object. That's all I do is I observe the object. And I tell you what I see. And I want to know if you can see what I see. If we can both see the same definition of what we believe to be what is our reality. The reality, this looks like what they call, if I went to casino games and I would hear them say, so now it's what I hear, and is it broken telephone. So when I see 2 dice coming down to the end of the table, 7 out, craps, I know right away it's a 5 or 2, it's a 6 or 1, or it's a 3 or 4. I know when they say as the point is made, I will say it'll be 2 and 2, 4, reverse 5 and 5, 10, reverse 1 and 3, 4, reverse to 6 and 4, 10. But I don't create anything. I only observe. So when we have 3 and 1, 4, we have a face of 6 void and 8 void, 6 and 8. That is the house of the 7th gate. 13, 31. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3, 3 and 4. It is the house of DC. 34, the word cold. 43, the word hot. 77, the word matter. But in French, the word matter is drawn as the letter M. The A commercial, also known as air, but it changes to a French word which says terre, meaning earth, or in English, terre, meaning a rip. A rip has, when you rip something, if you take a look at the rip, depending on what you're ripping, sometimes, for my mind, I don't know what it does to your mind, it's like a lightning bolt. The rip. Number 3, the rip. Once you divide 2 sides, that becomes the voided center. Now, if we decide to put something in that voided center to vibrate between the 2 sides, we will change the whole reality. What do? So when we have 3 and 1, now 13, 1 times 3, 1 plus 3 is 3 and 4. We now create the word hot. Hot is red, hot is 27. The 27 is right here. Agree or disagree that there is a 9 face and we have a 9 face of numbers. So if there is 2 and it's a 9 face, 2 minus 9 equals to 7. So what happens with number 29? It equals to 7. Because 2 minus 9 equals to 7. How we can possibly create the math by the configuration that is set out before us. So none of anything I do is anything I created at all, because I've created nothing. Even the equations that I use have already been used elsewhere. Because I know I have 4 chances to get 10 yards. That's a full equation. But if I don't have it after my 3rd down, on the 4th down, I decide to use my foot. So I put my foot down. So when you put your foot down, it means you take order. Hey, like Las Vegas, eh? I'm telling you one thing, if it wasn't for those casinos, I wouldn't know half of what I know. And if it wasn't for living in the province that I live, I wouldn't know the other half that I think I know. Because I only know what I hear. And that is if it doesn't have anything to do with broken telephone. Because when I hear the word matter, and I want to, and good evening, Mighty Messer. Thank you for being here. It means a lot to me. I have to get a pen before I lose the thought. This is not good. Where's my pen? In the word matter, okay, just give me a second. My kitty cat wants to come in. You want to come in? Come on. Come on. You want, come on. Oh, you bugger. Turned around the other way, hey? I have no time for this. The Lord works in a mysterious way, hey? The Lord really does work in a mysterious way. Here to stay, my friends. We're coming into the new world. We're all going to know how to read it all. We're going to read it all. Whatever's spoken in front of us, just because we're all united, all to the same system, we're going to know the truth. I think with karma, I think we're going to have to give karma, in which K-A-R are actually all in one family. In fact, the only letter that joins the family of karma is the letter M, because the K is a K in the A family, where the A is after the consonant, to where the R, okay, is where the A is before the R, okay, to where the R is the consonant and the vowel is before. So those two, and the same other one as a J-A-R, also goes together. If you're using A-H, you're going to use A-H-A-R, Raha. Anyways, let me show you with the camera what I'm just doing. Family. So you have the first one in the family, and that would be your 8. So 1 and 8 would come together, and boom, bang on the dice, 1 and 8. Then what you would have next in the family is K, and that would be 11. No, it's J, and that would be 10. That's perfect. It works out Jack and King, okay? So that would be 10 and 11, which would be standard 1 on 2. This would be the red A, and this would be the black A. So what happens? We ended up turning this around and just calling it 21 and calling it the black A, black Jack, the 10th card, right? The Jack is the K is the 11th letter. The J is the 10th letter. 21. JK coming together. Blackjack. I'm just thinking right now. So the next one is the R inside the house. So what happens inside this house? In the French, okay, they will say this number, which is 18. But when they say it as 10 and 8. So that would be J and H. So we would take J and H and we bring it into the game. But it's the J and H is replaced by R, J and H / R, because that's the end result. In French, it's J and H. But in English, it's just the R. But actually, if you think of, okay, the other part of that, I'm just trying to see when I'm looking inside of this. We know that the K, the 11th letter, will create 3C. You can go 3C19. How can I explain this? But before I go on, I want to finish with the word matter, and I want to get a glass of water. Red Wings, Tigers, Little Caesars, pizzas. So the Red Wings, let me see this. Hold on a second. So the Red Wings, okay, red and white coming together, 27 and 65 equals to 92. Yellow equals to 18 and 11, which is the K and the R letter. So the K letter will create the 12L, the left wing. The other one is the right wing. The right wing starts immediately. 9 times 2, 9 plus 2, 9 minus 2 equals to what is the 7th gate? And that is this over here. And where is the 7th gate? We're going to flip it around, boom, into the foxhole of the sun inside the E world. 7 and 5, all about B and G coming together. Gigabytes, Bill Gates, whatever you want. That's the way. Because that's what that cube does. It reflects itself in every single way. C for Cancer. Did I see that? Okay. Karma, karma. So now, karma, I see karma has to have a color. That for whatever you do on the balance, remember, there's a balance and there's a polarity. The polarity is like that and like that. Out to here and up to here, depending on how much time it takes occupying or activating something within a moment of something that you do. It's like, well, you stole it. I didn't steal it. I just saw you take it. I took it. Look, I took it. Yeah, I took it. I'm at that end of the store in the fridge. I grabbed myself an orange juice. I took it. I didn't get to the cash yet. So I didn't have time to pay for it. Didn't mean I stole it while I'm walking into the cash. So it's based on judgment on what somebody sees, broken telephone, what I hear in my life. This is my game that I am creating by just putting things together that everybody else did, but I did nothing at all. I only took their information, I put it into the computer program, and it's spitting out everything I'm speaking about. In fact, I'm not even here. Mr. Tackpans is here, and we're going to just show you this thing on matter. I'm going to go get a drink for a second. So when I see AT&T right away from me, I don't know if it's attention. I don't know if it's communication, because we have AT&T, the company, right? Connecting two sides together. Yes, listen, can I use the word ironic or that sounds stupid. What are you saying that for? Because, hey, you hear AT&T. I don't know which part of the telephone line was broken. All I heard is AT&T. For me, telephone, right away. So I know 220 letters come together is 40 plus 1, 41. I already know that 56, 65, the word 3 and 7 come together. I know that it is the creation gate, and the creation gate is within inside of Venus. And it's through the sun. It's through the E-world ace sun. So somehow we have the sun rotating around us, or we're living inside of it. For all of those who see the world going around this way, the toilets, and then that way, just take a strap, flip it upside down. You have the downside up and the upside up, and they're both up, but one is going one way, the other is going the other. You can't know and you don't know what you can imagine. And if you say something is not real because somebody tells you it's not real, unless you really want to know, you will have to dissect the situation. So this is what I like to say that we're doing here on this channel. And everybody that gets involved, we all get to, those who are interested, get to learn the same thing. Because I share whatever I know, and whomever would like to put any input to get something done, we can get this like talking together and having some or a program that I can just put out there, and we can have all of our avatars come in and introduce something, and the system of equations that I'll fill into this program will automatically throw that word into every possible equation, matching up somewhere with other words that we're looking to match up what? We're looking to match up if there's recreation, if we're looking to match up with the Mayan numbers. We need to match numbers with numbers, matching them in words, understanding words that don't even exist, because those fit in another category. They say something else. Oh, look, this word doesn't go together. Well, it's a word. It's letters. I mean, have you ever heard of LGBT? I mean, that's not a word, is it? But all of a sudden, boom, everybody's thinking the same thing. A unisexual moon. Yes, a unisexual moon. The moon in the sky, they call Luna, something like that. They call it the word moon. Isn't it ironic that the M and the N are on they're joint together as the separation in the alphabet between the 13th and 14th letter? So the average between the two is nothing to do with 14, but 13.5. The 13th letter is the letter M, matter. The 5th letter, energy, 13.5. The first letter is A. The 3rd letter is C. The 5th letter is E, ace. The word sun, S, is in the A family as 1. 19, 1 plus 9 equals to 10, 1 plus 0 equals to 1. So we have S. So we have to go A, H, J, K, R, and S. And these are all inside the family. This is the only letter, okay, from the other side of numbers, because the first set of numbers are the first 18, and the next set of numbers are from 19 to 36. You ever hear that thing about 360 degrees, 180 degrees? Never really heard about 190 or 10. I'm just adding a 0 to it, showing you something in a different perspective, where this is 180, and then this will be your 360, unless you want to call this your 360. Because 360, is it around from the center? I don't know. I don't know how it works. Is there a wobble in here? I don't know. I'm just thinking for the first time of this equation. And also we can look at it as in the eye on a spit. And when you roast a pork, usually I think the spit goes like that. So there's a high side and then there's a low side, etc., as it turns around. Everything that I do has already been created by somebody else. Oh, AT&T, low toe and high toe. So hold on a second. So there's low toe and high toe. So, okay, TT, splitting 2020, 21 and 20, 41. We're going to split the T's apart or remove one, just call it the cube. And it is at the gateway. It's actually saying 77 Christ. I don't want to lose this thought. High tide and low tide, high tide and low tide, high tide and low tide. Tide is a detergent. Tide, TI, the IT system, D and E, the IT system in the sun. IT comes together through 29 through the gateway of Venus, 2 minus 9, created by 14, 1 and 4, the 14th letter N, also twisted to the side, look like the Z, the 26th letter. But I can't explain everything without writing everything down. I need 100 hands over here. There's so many things going on. I'm just going to lose myself by telling you that why I'm telling you so many stories. Anyways, maybe I'll forget about my stories. Let me continue with Mr. Messer. Let me see. Must be valuable if it is mine. If it is mine. But we still had that word I was using. Okay, I just have to remember matter and energy. Must be valuable. What is mine? Hold on. Caesar, he was sick, cancer, seeking treatment. Red Wings. Okay, let me go back to Red Wings. Okay. The wheel. Just the wheel for the Detroit Red Wings. So we're going to think Red Wings. We're going to think Republican. We're going to think repossession and possession, because take away the RE. The RE is for the electronic world, the world of energy, and anything. Even the word red, it ends in ED, which is an end, which is an ending, just 1 second. I have to do this. Red Wings. I'm just trying to think. You see, oh yes, ED, words that end in ED. Treated. He was treated. She was treated. So it's something that's already happened. So red has already happened. Re meaning what? Referring to. So if you're referring to D or it's R, that is something that's already happened with RED. Now, I don't know if we can do this to all the words, okay? This is just because I can do it to this word. So this is an open equation, okay? And the open equation is what we can do with all these letters, okay? Where are we going to go? Ran into the Mickle itch. There was only one late owner. Ran into Mike Itchless. There was only one day late owner of the Red Wings original 6, 1909. Wow. You just did something that brings a great ignition. That's number 3 for my weekend. I was on a ferry boat, 1909. When I thought of 1909, I thought of the original 6, because the Canadians, as I remember, began in 1909. Let me see. When did the Canadians start? 1909? I'm asking the 1909 in Canada, other events, Canadians Hockey Association, 1909. Okay, I just want to keep it brief on that. I don't want to forget. So the original 6. So now if you attach all the original 6 out to Boston, that's going to create a wheel. And we have a wheel in Detroit. We have a sort of wheel in Boston. But the Boston wheel is not like the Detroit wheel, which makes me want to look back at the hockey again. Boston Bruin logo.
Sure. Pictures of the Boston Bruins.
Okay. So you can see in the Boston Bruin logo. Okay, hold on. Detroit Red Wing logo. Okay. So hold on a second. No, it's not this one. Hold on a second. Let me see. I lost it. Okay, here it is. Okay, let me make this smaller. So let me bring this down just a little bit. Did I lose my SteamYard? Okay, yeah, okay. Let me make this small so I can see if I'm shining it to the right place. Give me a second. Okay, so you see, here we have this design. I'd have to take a look at this design a little bit more, how it's connected. Remember, the creator, right? If there's a creator, that's what we do. Arts and entertainment. That's what this channel is all about. And our art and entertainment comes from everything that's already been created. All we're doing is putting pieces together, trying to see if there's any liens. Anyways, this is Boston, and we're separating it into 8. Okay, see the way we're complete dividers? I know Mars is involved in this one here because there's a direct line in center ice splitting both sides. Okay, Earth, what it does, and Earth, is it cuts out both sides. You see in this design, it's not cutting out the center. The lines are going. Let me show you. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can get this bigger. Let me see. Just give me a second here. Okay, so when you see in here, on the outside, you see the way this is on the outside of the center circle, and this is on the outside of the center circle. Passing this one is showing it crosses right through. And number 13. This is by the moon again, Mars and the moon, and it comes in on this 8 direction. Mars gets 8, but I don't like to say it's Mars because it's the house of Venus. Okay, this and this is the house of Venus. This and this, what happens with that, in order for that to happen to the same area of space, you have to take the dice cube and turn it that way. And then you can have that. Because the builders, right? The builders, when they're building and they want to measure something, right? Usually the measurement is like that, right? Wrong. Usually when they measure from corner to corner. That's the way I do it. I got to go from corner to corner or on the line. Since there's a line there and there's a line there, I can create this design right over here. Now, why don't we see that it's going through the center line? I don't have that answer. I don't remember that answer. I don't remember what that answer is. I have no excuses for whatever I'm saying right now, but there's a reason for it. I don't know exactly what it is. What it can be is this line over here can be connected right over here. You see the way there's a pin? And because there's a pin, okay, it can say it's spinning through. See the way there's an open space here? So this, if this B was turning this way, right, these three would be moving while this one wouldn't move at all. Now, if it was turning this way, these two would be holding the B and this one would be spinning this way. If you take a look, there's an E or a shin up this way. Anyways, I'm just looking at one little thing. The reason the S joins the A family is because it is the 19th letter. 1 plus 9 equals to 10. 1 plus 0 equals to 1. So it becomes red, red, black, 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 red. So it's 1 red, 1 red, 19 red, 19 and 19. Wow. Because it stops here and then it goes to the other side of the board. 19 and 19. That's crazy. 38 and 29. 1 plus 1, 2. 9 and 9 is 18. 1 and 8 is 9. Back to the Venus gates, back through the moon again. I'm going to let the cat in. And I'm going to let the cat in. I'm going to go get a glass of water. I need to stretch my leg. I had an accident about 3 months ago. Oh. Hello, kitty cat. You want to come in? Okay, come on in. Come on. The cat's sitting right at the door. You want to see this crazy cat? Come. She doesn't stop meowing, okay? Check this out. This cat doesn't stop meowing. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see if I can do this. 1 second. You're meowing, right? You're meowing? Why don't you come in? The door's open. Come on. Come on. There you go. There you go. Had to be on camera to do that, right? Had to be on camera to do it. You just couldn't be like a normal cat and just come right in when I asked you to come in. All right. So I'm going to get something to drink. And if you want, I can point the camera at the floor, at the ceiling. Meow. Okay. If you want to do something while I'm on 3-minute break, you can either, hold on a second. You can look up the word, what is the vibration of a cat's purr? We are completely vibrating in the house we are. There is no escape for what the vibration of the house is. How it works, I do not know. We breathe and our heart beats electronically through the air we breathe. You cannot know, but you do not think. And observing is gold. Observing, is it the silver or the gold, whatever it is, very important. Let me just go down. Gold and silver, gold equaling to 38, silver equaling to 85. And you can also look at silver as just a sliver. You can also look at God and gold together. So God is pliable. For what reason? Silver, slide, liver. Okay, in the liver, the soul, the liver, the S at the beginning. Also, in silver, it starts with the 19th and the 9th letter, which is also a passing birth in the AI moon, which is in the A family. As I explained, the 19th letter, 1 plus 9 equals to 1, and it's on the second side of roulette. And Mars is numeric value 51. And Mars is numeric value 51, right? And silver is can be also written like that. Silver can be written like that, because the 5, you know what, the way we write the 5 on square paper, the S and the 5 are the same design. So we have Mars, and we can also use it for deliver. Okay, and if you're going to put those 2 letters at the beginning of a word inside of the number 5 and 1, which is Mars, okay, which divides the whole, which divides the center dot, right? Inside this, no, it divides, it creates the window. Mars creates the window, if I understand this properly, for the reason MARS, these 3 are all in the same family. This one is not, but we're not going to use that. Just not going to get into that. That's numeric value 51. So when you create, I'm going to do it this way, 5 with a 1 in the center. That's the $sign. That's what it comes out to be. So that'll create a 4 window, 2 and 2. But with Earth, it's a full separation, like taking out the heart right over here. So this would be Earth. But Earth is only a completed formation. Okay, my question is, more or less, can this be Earth? I cannot complete the numeric value of Earth this way. I can create the numeric value. Can I ask the question, if I did it this way and I did that with this line, then I would have to put 3 lines. So for me, the only logical way to do it is to create the 2 lines, 5 within 2, because the 50 is on the higher side and 2 is last. So this is Earth and this is Mars. And when I complete this, okay, although I get a 12 area, the complete area is 12. Did I get that right? This way is 5. Actually, the completed area is 6. Reverting itself turns it into 9. Because of that, it has to look like, let me do it again, because it goes, how can I do this? Have you ever seen the 5 drawn bigger on the bottom than the top? Because we can't go through the heart. So the completion of this is my 9 area, which is 3 by 3. So we have Mars. So we have Mars 22, and we have Earth 33. You know, the word mass is also 33, and matter is 77. But you know what? You know what? Christ is 77, and mass is 33. It's right in this dice cube too. And it comes from right over here, right there. I can't explain it. Cat just walked in, just disturbed any. Anyways, I have to get something to drink. I must get something to drink. I must look at what's going on. S5, the correct corridor is chosen. The E world, the dimension over, 1 dimension over, but the 1 is what number? 1 dimension over, but the 1 is what number? The 1 is a 5. The 5 is a 1. The 1 is a 5, because it's a whole area space of a singular cell, and nothing can live without the cell. When you get 25 years to life in jail, it is in the cell. To go to jail, it is number 31 in Monopoly, 30 from Go, Creation in Mars. You go back to where visiting jail is, VIJ, VIJ, hello, Roman numerals, V1 for Jack, the 10 world, ABCD, the mirrored world. So 25 years to life, numeric value 25 is heart, or 52 is heart. Earth is 52. Jail, you have to do it in capital letters. I have to further understand this, okay? But let me get back to that. When you go to jail, that's number 11. 10 away from Go, but the 11th property. 11 is your creation. So you're creating from jail. Now, where was that jail? Was that jail in the sun or was that jail in the moon? You see, I lose myself a little bit. I can't keep up to it. Jail. So it was number 31. Right. So 1 times 3, 1 plus 3. It doesn't matter if it's 31 or 13. And it's where 31 comes from. It comes from number 37. 3 times 7, 3 plus 7 is 10 jack, 21 cube. Jack in a box, all by itself. 37. 3 times 7 equals to 21. 3 plus 7 equals to 10 equals to 31, in which, because we have a 10, anytime you have a 0 involved, in my work, you can make it any value you want. But the value I'm basing this on is 6. Number 1, it is the reverse of number 1. A is F. So if 1 is sitting down, F is up. If 1 is up, 6 is sitting down. So if 1 is up and 6 is sitting down, you will have 15 up and 6 down, OF. If 1 is up, and did I get that right? Yeah, no. If 1 is down and now 6 is up, you will have 20 and 1. You will have 20 and 1. This is what your reverse cube. So this becomes your AT. This becomes your OF. This is your 66 gateway. This is actually 12. But with the 0 equaling to 6, it'll be an 8 plus 1, 9, which we'll be talking about this dot on the cube right over here. This, I am going to turn it to the commercial sign. The A, when you write an email, you're writing it to this over here. So you're writing it to 20 and 1. It is the gateway split. What happens in, hold on a second. What happens is there's a gateway split. Where is it? Where is the gateway split? Is that it? No, it's not it. Okay, here's one of the gateways, right? Here's the 7th gate where the T comes in, right? But we need to mirror this. So we got to do, this. That's what we got to do. So right over here is the 7th gate. And because we're flipping these over, right? We're flipping these over. So when I flip these over, this and this become both T here and T over here. And then we join somewhere around here. This has all got to be discussed anyways. So I don't remember where I was, but if I don't get something to drink, I won't even be able to think anymore. I want to read what has been written. Hold on a second. Jack in the box, rip son, rip. Okay, yes, I also did this the other day. 1909 was one thing. 1909 is 19 and 9, which is the 19th letter S and I, and it has to do with rotas, sator, tenet, opera. Add up the letters to a full count. And if you want to go a letter for 1, letter for 2, letter for 3, whatever you want to do. If you want, you can go ahead and see if you can download. Let me see. Oh, I just dropped something on the floor. If you can download the Carpenter Ladder. Maybe you can put it up here, Mr. Messer. The Carpenter's Ladder. Where is it? Yeah, I can't keep looking for things. I lose my. Oh, I think I saw it. Yes, it is. Right here. It's a formula. It's a formula. Okay, it's very true. It works, although sometimes I keep forgetting how to figure it out. I have figured it out how it was done, and I think it's brilliant because it's exact. And in fact, in number 19, when you go to the forward key and the backward key, when you're going 58, 67, okay, they're both 13s. 85, 76, they're both 13s. But the 85, okay, is like this. And the 76 is like this. So it becomes a crossover bow tie that is normally found in the Star of David on the vortex, on the Tesla vortex. I'm trying to see if I have that. I hate to. Okay, right here's the Tesla vortex. And why did I say? What did I say? Number 19. Number 19. I'm just trying to see. Yes, because of the cut over. See this here and here. The angle of the crossing over here. If you would look at your calculator, we have the crossover, a space between 7 and 6, so it crosses over and through 5 and 8. So you can see when it crosses over, it would have this area crossover like this. Do you see? This is the this is actually the calculator, the ATM, keyboard, the telephone. Like I said, I don't do anything that's really mine. Everybody's done it for me, and I'm just bringing a little formation. And here's the gematria, what it looks like. I say that we're been put onto these pods and we live a half-life, and the life we live right now is an X-life, because half of our life is not actually here. It's being contorted somewhere else. So every choice we make is because of the vibrancy that is amongst within the dome we live. Believe it real, believe it fake. You watch TV, you can see all of me, can't you? You see sort of all of me like I'm a human being, but I'm only on a screen, coming out to you in digital dots or whatever you want to call it. Nothing to do with me. Not at all. I don't exist. You don't see me. Planet Earth? Is that where you're all from, Planet Earth? Hey, what's up? I've seen it before. I've seen Planet Earth, but you guys ever hear Mars? Yeah, planet I'm from. Yeah. You from the blue planet? I'm from the red planet. Oh, you're a Democrat? Oh, I'm a Republican. I have repossession. You have demolition. Repossession way better than demolition, right? You want to get into red? We'll get into the hot. Get into number 43, the DC worlds. You want to be in Democratic? That's okay. We'll get into the blue. Number 34. 3, 4, 7, 4, 3, 7. 4 times 3, 4 plus 3 is 1, 2, 7, or 12 and 7, 19. Back to 19. Conglomerate of Resh Aleph. In the beginning of the word of Raphael. I'm silent in my mind at the moment. It is the time I should get a glass of water, and I will. I've been putting this off. Okay, let me take a look at what we've had showing up here. I want to go back to, I need to go over a few things because I can't go get this drink. Yes, Jack in the Box. Jack was tied up in Titanic. It was a code. Once you can block out the actual movie and just pinpoint certain items, okay? Titanic, the IT system at the @ sign, right? Right? It was, we're not talking about old St. Nick, but here's the IT system, and here's the @ system. So it was IT at Nick. I don't know what it means yet. I can think about it because this is part of your first basic creation. This is where the L came in. So why didn't they use it here? What are we going to start with? Nickel? Is that where the end is? Because the C, right, is created by the K. And the K will create the L, create the C. And with that C and this L, 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 equals to 3, equals to 2, equals to 5E. And in that world, we spelled the word nickel. So we have IT at nickel. Is it nickel back? Is it 5 cent? Cent? 5? Nickel, nickel, beaver. Okay, 2 sides of a coin. On one side of the coin, it's a beaver. Beaver equaling to 5 cents. So if it's equal to 5 cents, it's equal to 3, 4, 6, and 7, or 2160. This is kilometers. This is miles. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to look up this. Hold on. What is the diameter of the moon in kilometers? 3474, 3475. They have already said in other places that it was 3467 or 2159 miles. I wrote down, where is it again? Well, I keep losing it. 2160 miles. So it's the same thing. That is your moon, your DC moon, 7310, 6410. That is the nickel moon. So how many nickels do we need for $1? How many nickels do we need for a dime? How many nickels do we need for a quarter? Let's not get into that right now. I'm going to get a drink. I'm definitely thirsty. I definitely don't want to miss out. I'm trying to stick on what everybody else has to say other than what I have to say. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So on F, when you add up A through F, it equals to 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 3 is 6, plus 4 is 10, plus 5 is 15, plus 6 is 21. The cube is exactly that. So, I mean, I go back to RIP. I mean, first of all, we have to understand when I and R next to each other in a name, we're talking about the sun, what I believe is the sun and Venus. And the reason for that is because the only way to create I and R is by number 36 or 63. 3 times 6, 18R, 3 plus 6, I9. There's only 2 letters in that family. They reflect each other. They're an actual 27 gateway to what is 54, the numeric value to the sun, 9 times 6. Although the sun does not have a star system calculation, it does have a mathematical calculation that will fit into all 4 houses, because the multiple sign can fit into a single cell where the addition sign will split 4 cells into a window. The word window is 88. In my artwork, 88 shows that it can hold the Star of David within its 3 88s will hold that Star of David. 240, 264, 264, something to do with RAM, I don't know. So when you have the sun, now P is telling me about the cube, it's telling me about 4 by 4, it's telling me also about pi, which is 4 times 4 and 3 times 3, the reverse polarity of the 3 and 4, the house of DC, the red and the blue house, Mars and Earth. Just give me a second. That was the weirdest sound I ever heard. And I'm a big chicken. I don't have a light, but it sounded like some big snake was on my balcony. So 5G Whiz Prison. So right away when I and R come together, and it's created by 36, 63 is created by 7 times 7 equals 49, which is green, which is also 8. 7 plus 7 is 14. 14 and 49 is 63. So 77, what is matter, okay, is also what is Christ. And matter, as I showed you, we used the word M before, right? In matter, we're going to go here and we're going to do this. And instead of doing the M, we're going to do this. And then instead of doing this, we're going to do it in French, and we're going to write this, which means 1/3. So it's this, which can be changed to this, actually to this. At the same time, what is complete to what is D, ending in 10 and 11? Because if I stop here, ABC has been before D, but that's a hearsay think about, right? Let me not get into that. The reason for this is if this was a Roman numeral, right, then these are the letters that would show up. So it's the Fed at 1/3. So if it's the Fed at 1/3, and you take the calculator and you say,
7 months, 31 days, 4 months of 30 days, 1 month, February of 28 days. So we would go 7 divided by 3 times 3, 4 divided by 3 times 3, and 1 divided by 3 times 3. 7 divided by 3 equals 2.333. 4 divided by 3 equals 1.333, and 1 divided by 3 equals 0.333. Knowing that 0, if we want to look at it at 0, is this the way to get to 0? There's nothing in between over here. Which way is our 0? Or is it what goes around here? See, there's 4 empty spaces, 0. And here there's 4 connected spaces, 0. Unless you're looking at this in between what could be the diamond 0, I don't know which 360 degrees we're going to use. I don't know which one. So we're going to leave that out, but just to note that this is all about 333. When we multiply it, it becomes 21, 12, and 3. 1 and 2 is 3, 2 and 1 is 3, so now we have all 3, 3, 3. When we go ahead and do it with 2, 5, and 8, the answer is going to be 0.666, 1.666, 2.666, and that's with the division of 2, 5, and 8. When we multiply it, it becomes 6, 15, and 24. What it means is 3 times 8, 24. 3 times 5, 15. So what the letters B, E, H once before are now F, O, X. But irrelevant to the fact, 6, 1 and 5 is 6, 2 and 4 is 6. It all becomes 666 to what is 333. Since this is 2 to 1 over what is 1 to 1, okay, come on, to over what 1 to 1 means it runs in 3 out of 3 sides to this cube. 2 create these 2 sides, and 1 creates up and down. So when we create that situation, this is 2/3, I call it the ring, and this is 1/3, and I call it the pole. And so funny that they both have the numeric value of 48, 16. Okay, I need to get that drink and just stop for a minute. Musical notes, yes. Musical notes. I'm going through it. You see it crooked, that is a vex. Yes, vex, explain what it means. Was that what vex means? Okay, and if it says vortex and you're showing me vex, I'd like to hear that explanation. Tune it to the Gregorian and Hebrew calendars. Okay, what am I tuning to the tune? Tune to the, yes, that's, you want to tune that? I'm going to tune that in a minute. I got to get something out of the fridge. Tune N-A, the reason for Canada. The reason for, oh, say, can you see? The reason for, oh, Canada. The reason for everything in this world is because there is a reason for everything. And it was put into us for it to happen. Because if you go into a room with a single ball and you throw that ball, no matter where it goes, it's going to end up somewhere in that room. This is the planet we live. Nothing is lost. It's in the house, and the house is the bank. I just need 1 minute bringing this here. Okay, Kitty. I'm going to be there in a minute. Okay, I just want to show one thing before I continue. And you know, when they were predicting 2012, right? 2012. Well, this design here, okay, says 5775. 5, 7, 7 backwards, and 5 backwards. The reason it was misunderstood for 2012 is because it wasn't. It was 2015, 5775. This is when all the moons met. 12, 12, 12, 12. When you create it upside down from each other, can I get a little bit more light? Is that just a little possible? Are we going to see this a little bit better? We see it a little bit better. Hold on a second. So let's see if I can get some more light here. I'm trying to see if I can move some stuff around. Okay. So yes, so that's basically it. And in between it creates that, which shows me the cube on the side. It shows me 33, which is inside the sun with the pull of Mars. The reason for that is 3 times 3. You see the 3 world, the E world, 3 and E. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2. What created 3 was K. And if you want to look where your K is here. What created what is it just by coincidence it comes out that way? I'm going to explain it again. 1 times 1, 1 plus 1. 2 and 1 equals to 3. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2. 3 and 2 equal to 5. But we only can make a 5 looking like an E, the 5th letter in the alphabet. This is, we can say, and we can look at it up this way and put the string. If I were to continue this one, okay, that would be your shin, and your split, that would be your peace sign. And it would show you your 11, 11, and your M letter for 1,000 and 1,000 coming together in your 2,500, 2,000 X number of year cycles, because that's what shows up, because the letter M in Roman numerals. And when you create this looking this way, it looks like matter and energy. Matter and energy came together to create here. Here's your V for 5 meeting at the center, area 55. So we can still look at and question what these numbers are. And yeah, these are not mathematical equations. These are not mathematical equations. I will tell you, they're from games. The game is right here. This is the game of roulette, right down there. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 12, 14, 16, 19, 18, 21, 23, 20, I don't remember, 27, 25, I think. Is that what it is? I don't remember. But anyways, 36, 34. So, and then here I added in what was black. And I added in what was black. And then over here, I only showed you what was red. The reason you've seen this different is because I outlined it in yellow. These are the empty spaces. And that is my connection, but it's, you know, it's, I got lucky and found it in the game of roulette, you know. Water and time, very, okay, I like that. I have to go and check my Odyssey channel now, but give me a second. I like that. I have to look back at that. Just give me a second. Okay, I gotta check the 2 channels out that they're working at the same time. I have to remember not to forget. Oh boy, remember not to forget. Okay, I gotta check the 2 channels out that they're working. Okay, so Inside Out. Okay, that's a movie. Very good. Oh my God, I've been looking at that for so long. Inside Out, the movie. Okay, now I'm not sure what you're referring to. So 5775, if you multiply it, if I remember correctly, it comes up to 75,075 moons. I don't want to count any of the leap year, because for me, the leap year is all for mechanics. Oh my God, we had just added a new, megabyte.
or oh my God, we need a holiday. We need a holiday. There's too much information. We can't take it all in. Close the stock market down for a day, family day, this day, that day, the other day. You know what? Let's not work anymore because we have no more space because the moon is running in Rome. Okay. Or what came after Rome? Can someone tell me what came after Rome? What we're living in is being repeated over and over and over. Just a little twist, a broken telephone. But every single thing that's been happening is just either a thought that has been upgraded, like our communication. If we said in the year, if we said 2,000 years ago, did we use the word communication? If we did, didn't matter what the communication was. We were given signs. Anyways, let me see what's going on here. Oh boy, where was I sitting with this? Tune into the Gregorian calendar. Okay, so if we want to go now, I didn't finish with the rings yet. So what it's telling me that when the ring, when the one is up on the ring, right? And I'm just going to work it on the one because it's easier. When the one is up on the ring, it's going to tell me that 2, 3, 4, 5, my vibration in the E world, right? Because there's always a back and a front. My vibration in the E world, I got to think of what I'm thinking over here. You're going to equal to number 15. So we're coming out of Mars. We're coming out of 1/4 time. We're coming out of 1/4. That could be in a football game, could be can't be in a basketball game because they only have 12 minutes to a quarter. They come in with 2, 3, 4 vibration in between, which is 9 birth. This is something I must mention. Rotas Seder, I said, where the S and A come together as the greatest A letter in the alphabet extension, which creates the alphabet extension evaluation at 20, which means because the S letter, 1 plus 9 is the 19th letter, equals to 10, 1 plus 0 equals to 1, puts it in the A house. Okay, now it creates an A out of it, but it's not A sounding. Okay, but the S goes into the A house, but it's not A sounding. The J is in the A house, but it is A sounding. So anyways, I didn't want to talk about that. Let's go to Rotas Sator. So in Rotas Sator, okay, there's a calculation that adds up to 28, 19, and 9. Is there any other that can add up 28? No. There is no 18 and 10. 19 and 9 is the only one. It's reduced to 11. I don't think you're going to understand this. This is something I'm doing on my own right now. 19 and 9. This becomes 1 and 9. So what is SI? Mars becomes a singular letter as S alone. And inside this world, it's SG, SJI. How can I explain this? Boy, it's the birth in the house of Jack. I'm gonna have to show you this, and then I'm gonna get off this because I'm not fluent in this piece. What happens is 1 plus 9 equals to 10. Okay, so this becomes this. Now it also becomes what drops down is 19, so it becomes this. So this is your drop down, is the S. So is there a drop down that shows me SS? Anyways, this becomes Mars. Both the spirit and the birth are brought together through Mars. Why do I say that? And the total of 28 is the word man is total of 28. There's a calculation. I'm just got to see. In order to be man, you must be the age of 13. So if you're of the age of 13, the word THIR is 55 and teen is 44. Area, space, freedom. Sky,
the word sky. Did I get that right? 25, 35, 44, 54, 55. Right. Sky. Time, heaven. IR is 27, but its fabrication is through what is 360 degrees. 3 times 6, 3 plus 6. This is your gateway, created by 77 star system. 7 times 7, 7 plus 7 equals, well, this, it's supposed to be, it's, you can use it any way. I don't remember the calculation to get the 36. Hold on a second. 6 times 6, 24 and 12, 24 and 12, 24 and 12. I'm just trying to think where that calculation came to. Anyways, I think I'm going to skip over this also. So what I'm trying to say is, they said man on the moon. I'm going to try and, it's hard to write sometimes, and there's so much going on. I'm really sorry. I think I am, I'm not fluent on it. But I'm fluent on each individual article that goes with this association of words, in which man, the word man, is M13, A1, N14 equals to a total of 28. Following those who follow the moon, the Hebrews, the bar mitzvah is when a boy becomes a man. Yo, the student. I get that information from the game of craps, where they're always throwing the dice and going, yo, Alev. I'm from Quebec. I don't hear so good. When I hear yo, Alev, someone's calling the student, because Alev is a student. It's also a lip. And if you just hear the word lev, lev toi, means to get up. But toi also sounds like 3, which means to get up. Creation, get up, wake up. So I was talking about the 5-cent beaver. I jumped over to the man. So the bar mitzvah happens, okay, in the 13th year. Now 13, and what is the gateway? 7 by 13 is 91. So we're back to number 19 again. 19 or 91, it doesn't matter. It is the numeric value for the spirit. Do you remember how I started this? Where 19 and 9 come together. The S and the I, looking like what is Mars, creates the numeric value 28 for the cycle in the moon. The word man is the 28th cycle, in which the M and the N in gematria, the M and the N, okay, are here and here. Are they bulls to each other? M and the N are right here. They are like, what is the 13th and 14th letter? Is like what is the third is number 3, and hold on a second, 3 and 3, hold on a second, 7, H, 8, I, J, it becomes J, JC, Jesus Christ, 3 and 3, JC, Jesus Christ, right here. The opposite would be here to what this is inverted over here, M and N. And what is this? It's divided between the two sides, and that's where that A comes in, right over here, that we see. This is my assumption because of what the artwork does in this design, right? Here's the ring and the finger, one side of 8. Okay, so let me see if I can get back to the whoop, I just lost my page. Okay, comments. How come I'm not getting no comments? Let me see. Hold on, something's wrong. Okay, so let me put this on my face and let me get back to you guys, because, okay, hold on a second. Let me go back. Hold it. Whoa, okay, Bacardi 151, 77 matter, 74 energy, 151, 1111 calculating left to right for Earth. I versus I, Venus, versus SUS, Jesus, renvers, turn upside down, ver, to go towards. Ver can be a worm. It can also be green, but it's usually pronounced as vert. So that would be green. AEA. You know what? I like the A when it's designed in the small because it looks like an automatic @ sign. So maybe I can misinterpret that for an @ sign.
as the E world between two cubes, because the @ sign is a 20 plus a 1, because in the gateway runs the spirit. It's a split gateway between two sides. I think they have their legs spread on each side. 9229 Ivy Blue 456. Is that what you're looking at? Is this 456? Because if you were looking at this at Roman numerals, right? 22nd. Oh, right. The 22nd letter Roman numerals would be a V, but it's the V is the reverse alphabet of E. The thing is about that, we can go reverse alphabet, but what's the half alphabet? Well, the half alphabet to everything is 1, 3, and 5 ace. And it also, again, is reflected in the sun. I'm going to explain to you why. Because no matter where you go in the alphabet, the half alphabet is the half alphabet. That's the center of the alphabet. Now, if you go into star system math, which is, let's say, hold on, let me try to figure this out. Hold on. No. I need something to drink. I'm going to finish with, I want to finish with man. Give me a second. So what happens? Man, number 28, because it's divided. So it's divided between 13 and 14. Star system math with M, which is the Federation, okay, which has to do with the moon as the 13th letter, will create 4 and 3, right? And then it's going to create 19. So once it creates 19, it creates A inside of I, creating S, or artificial intelligence, G. And they give it a French name. This is only one part, but in order to take from here, to duplicate it, to put it here, transition needs an operator, right? You need an operator for transition. So I just do what numbers tell me to do before we reflect. Just give me a second. 19 and 19 and 19 and 19. The total of this is 40, and the total of this is 36. The base value total is 76. Now, when I do it, adding it up, right, the second one became 38. How am I writing here? This one became 38. It became the gold when the two came together, the two SS's. And then we added on the 19, it equaled to 57. And all of a sudden, the moon appeared, the male and the female. Then all of a sudden, we came into full reflection. And in full reflection, we added up another 19 to 76. In the moon and the spirit of the half-life, I don't know how to explain this. This creation is where 1 times 1, 1 plus 1 will create 1 and 1. It will create 1 and 2 equaling to 3. In the 1, in every single 1 and 1 you have is automatically 88 because it is the 8th void. The question is this the spirit 1 and 1 the soul that were coming together, bringing it 1 into a singular, bringing 1 8, 1 spirit, 1 whole spirit of 1 whole, and just bringing it in as 1. 8 and 8 is 16. 1 and equals to 16. 1 and 6 equals to 7. 1 and 1 equals to 2. And now you have it inside again, the beta gates, everything to do with Venus and Uranus. The invert would be, a full inversion would be Neptune and Earth. And if you want to look at something this way, N-E-E-N, and this is Venus and Uranus. So if we would use the initials, we'd VU, UV, and UV and VU. This will be 43, and this will be 43, and this will be 19,
and this will be 19. And that is really interesting because it's AI inside of DC. It's always reflecting the same thing over and over because I don't change the concept. Here is the 1 and the 8, the house of Ra. The voided areas is important of what you don't see, because if you see the house, I want to know how much backyard you got. I want to know where you are, where the fence is on the house. Yeah, okay, let me get back to everything that's been written down. Oh my God, I'm so far behind. Let me catch up. Let me catch up. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is good. Okay, okay. Used to live at 346. Okay, all right, very cool. Bent on. Very interesting because first of all, it's 4 letters. Can we make any other word? Yes, we can write entity, but it's a partial letter. We can put enter, but the word enter on coming in together. So what we do, we entered, we got on. Were we in to get on? We were out somewhere. We were outside. We got on something. Were we still outside? Used to live. E-live. EV coming together. The EV is in the same house. So you can actually just call that a 3-letter word if you want, because we're in the same house. It's full polarity in the word. It's to be discussed. It's for an equation. The word spins the Hebrew year 50. Okay, wait a second. 77 drew a circle. 7700. Why draw a circle? Explain it. The 2 extra zeros are telling me it's in the house of the window. The sun is in the house of the window. And to me, the double zero, what can that mean? Can it just have an abbreviation, meaning stand? Because if you have 2 zeros, the first 0 has a value of 1. The second 0 has a value of 2. So maybe because you're using them as individual values. The reason I'm saying that, I'm using the voided coded message in binary code. Because binary code starts off as what? If there's nothing to do, they're all zeros. And the minute a number pops up, one of the zeros will change to 1. That's also, I got 2 zeros. It gives me 2 opportunities to spin that, to spin the spindle and put in new numbers. So now we have, yes. Now when we got addresses, I want to tell you something. If somebody's sending something, they got an address, you're sending it to an address, somebody's taking it there. There's something between here and there, the empty space between me and you. House of Venus passing through the gateway. And I don't know, but who's wearing the dresses? Oh, very good. Yes, to address someone who's wearing the dress. Just give me a second. I just had a little BB here. When I want to see. Okay. Wow, nothing written back. Wow, nothing read. Wow, it's 11:30. Okay. Oh. Okay, so address, yes. Okay, now let's see this one. 355388, which reverses 4224, and that's the cat creating the gateway in its mathematical star system, 2 times 4, 2 plus 4. 88 Pegasus, 88 purple. 88 will create H. Yeah, it creates GH within its own word. It's a reroute of Highway 66. Because the reverse of 8 on 2 cubes is 6. So that would be 66. So does that mean the 8 is on the other side of the gateway? Or are you talking about the dark side of the cube? Which means, no, excuse me, sorry. When you're coming down the hatch, I don't want to lose this here. Whoop. When you're coming down the hatch, okay, when you get up to this area over here, hoping you can see me, there should be another cube right here, another cube right here, another cube right here, another cube right here. And going down, right, from 7, you go over to 9. From 9, you go to 11. From 11, you go to 13. So 11 is 1 and 1 is 2. So now what we're going to do, okay, is I'm going to try and show you what's happening. Okay, I'm going to show you what's happening. I'm going to get to those comments. Sorry, Sir Messer. So what's happening as you reach the 7th gate? Although 66 is connected to the 7th gate. Now, and don't forget my sizes. Everything can be the complete opposite of what I'm saying, but I have to keep formation. So here is 7. Over here is 9. So you can see that 7 and 9, okay, are both split between the gate 66. And on the ATM, okay, on the 7 and the 9, what used to have the Q and used to have the Z have now been removed. And at the ATM, you now have a Q and you now have a Z. The 17th and 26th letter equaling to 43 DC, 1 and 7, 8, 2 and 6, 8, and 7, and what is 12, which will create what is 3. So this will be your 38. So in Z is your 38, the creation heaven. So that would be your BF in the piano, Facebook. So let me read these. Let me read this. Let me read. Let me see where I am. Inside out, the last changes of Scion before Zion, S and C, A and I, from the doghouse, the spirit of AI. Before, it's a funny word, before. I mean, how do you want to break it down? BEFORE, 3 different words, add-ons. A, B, C, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. 1188, 1179. Why? Why 1188? Is it times 8? No. Which system did you use? Because I have to understand completely. Okay, now plus 9 Zion. When at Y, it was till minus 9. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, hold on a second. Let me do this here. Wow. Oh, I'm not really sure where you're going. I'm sort of figuring out. I think I know where you're going. See the heaven and the heaven, 0, 0. I'm just trying to think. So you went from 1179, but why did we go from 11? What took us from 11? Oh, hold on a second. Whoa, 11. So this one here is 11. Okay, now this, I don't understand you, but I'm sort of following something. When at Y, it was till minus 9. I need to understand because I'm seeing something here that's, I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to show you what I'm doing right here. So here's number 66. So both 7 and 9 are connected to 66. And can we draw the I letter in between? I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. The gateway to the birth. Over here is the 11. Now, the thing about the 9 is that it goes into the 5. The 5, does this overlap the 5? Now, the 5 would go to here. And then this would be the 3. And then this would be the 1. 1, 3, and I think, yeah, and this is the 5. 1, this is the 5, the 3, and the 1. See, 5 and 9 come together. And 5 and 9 come together. 9 and 5 come together. Nothing. I don't do anything. The tools already been created. The material, the items, the games, they're everywhere. So let's get on to the next one after this because I don't have a full comprehension. How am I gonna work myself? Let me try to go to the bottom here. I'm gonna go back to the top. I can't finish that equation. If you can send me an email somehow, if I can get you on here. Yes, I see it moved up 9. Yes, okay, 77, yes. When you put them together, and they now become to a single digit 88, if you want to look at it that way. What was one? Now, the thing about that, right, is that we showed you 5 and 9, right? So one second. Okay, let me shut this. So now where does 8 go? Yeah, 8 goes in the window. That's right. 8 goes in the window. And when you take a look at it, right, it's 88 because it's a window. Window creates 88. 8 goes there. So if you want to take another look, what we're going to do is, hey, look, 8. So if 8 is showing up and 8 is in the window of 6, oh my God, 6 in the window of 8. How is that possible? How is that possible? 6 in the window of 8. 4, 2, 5, 3. 42, 53. But is it possible? We see we already had 5 and 3. So what we're going to do is we are going to go to what is 3 and 3 to what is 4 and 4. So it's already giving you the answer to what is 6 and 2 to what is 1 and 5, Mars. So it's all there. Then there's more math to go on here. Herbie the car, division of day and night. I'm not really sure what to make of this. The king, the queen. Oh, Canada. So let me go on. We build this city on rock and roll. Oh, my screen door is open. I have to shut it. Okay. C1221. Excuse me. Wow. The city Giza, the city Giza, GI says 7, 9, 26, and 1. Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it. Why? Hold on a second. Yeah, a little bit too lit in here. We build a great pyramid. Built. We built. So in the word built, it's not a word. There's no ED like in red.
Okay, three-letter word, two-letter words, D-E-E-D is the sun. So before the sun, okay, we had D-E, which is the sun and the fox pass. It is the word O-F, which is 66, which is the passage. The reason I'm telling you this is because the fourth letter and the fifth letter, call it the house of D and the house of E. So call it the house of the sun and the fox, D and E. They'll represent J-O, O-J, J-O, Jode, Joe, D-O-J, Joy. One is in English, the other is in French. When you have the E, you have the whole family. So when you have the whole family of E, you have N-E-W. When you have the N-E-W, the inverted family from N-E-W, which is 555, is the sun house. Yes, the reverse of 5 is 9. 3, 6, 4, 5. And how do you say love? 36, 45 in rotation, or 54, whichever one you want to work. Give me a second, please. I have to do something for a minute. Where's my camera? I don't know where my camera is. Give me a second. Okay, here. Okay, so we're back up. I wasn't paying attention to Odyssey. I'm very sorry. I'm just having a little bit of, when it all slows down. 28.5, 27.5, 52, Cat's Wave, Cat 44. Yes, you can do it. 4 times 4 is 16. 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 and 16, 24. Division of night and day. 9 lives of the cat. Pounder in French, carré. Right. I was in the driver's seat the other day, and it hit me. Pluto and Uranus, the 7th planet and the 9th planet, is the reflection of what they're doing in the moon right now. Because 7 and 9 reverses 1 and 3. 1 and 3 is the cube in a word. 13, 31, 13. 31, 13, 31. 13 plus 31 plus 13. 31 plus 13 plus 31 equals 75/57 divided by 3 equals 19/28. Rotas Sator Tenet Opera. The spirit in the cycle of man. Well,
dizzy. Okay, so okay, let me get back to this. I got to do this a little bit quicker. I'm not catching up to you, Mr. Messer, if you're still here. 57, 75, 24, 33, 33, 42. I like that. Out. 24. Let me see this. $24, 33, 33, 42. Okay, now the invert of this. Okay, so let me finish. So in the house of 555 is only 2 letters. And because it's only 2 letters, it only can equal to 54. So we're talking about the sun right away. So and in French, it goes neuf, which means 9. It also means new. So we know exactly where we are. And anyways, there's a lot more. I'm going to just read through here. 12:21 the clock. The city is Giza. Co-coed. Okay. 13, we do co-coed. Oh my God, co-coed. T-E-Y-E-N-D-O. Tiendo. Tiendo. Explain that. What does that mean, tiendo? I gotta. You're gonna have to remember that maybe for next time. I'm trying to make it through this. So, do we sow time? So sow time, and to sow it into the ground, because we're sowing. No, can we? And if you add a T to that word, it would be west. But so there's one letter of whistling. We have the AI comes in before we. You couldn't write the word SWE, so they wrote it the other way. Because once the spirit comes in, if you're up, it's down, and it's the opposite. One is up, one is down, something like that. You know, I mean, you can't put anything. I mean, if you have 2 full holes, you can't put nothing in them. But if one hole is empty and one is full, you can put one in the other if it fits. You know what I'm saying? Hall we won, now we Halloween. Right. Because it's Mars Hall, the heavens. Okay, now the L is a 12-12. Now, why are we using 2 L's? They can represent 2 wings, but if you want to take a look at something, an L can also almost represent. I just want to use the letter L. It can also represent the number 1 upside down, like this and like this. I saw one today, and I saw the number 1 with a line and then down. And I kept looking at it, and I go, I know it's an illusion. I know it's an illusion. It's actually not going down. It's not going down like this. Okay. I always think that it's going down. Okay. So instead of looking at it going down like this, if I did it like this, when you take a look at this, do you see what this is doing? This is going a distance. This is a distance. I don't know if you can actually see it, but you see the way it's going a distance? See the way it's going that way? How can I create a dimension with this? Can I create another dimension with this? I'm just trying to choose to see if that's possible. You see, maybe I can create a new dimension. So I'm just trying to see. So now I have a new dimension, and now you can see there's an area here. All right, you see that area here like that? So now I have I can run this all the way through. And so now we have a new dimension to what was looking like number 1 before. So yes, Mars Hall. Yes, absolutely. So we have L and L. It's 12 and 12. So we have 11 and 11. 1 times 1, 1 plus 1 equals 1 and 2. 1 times 1, 1 plus 1, 1 and 2. I can look at it that way. And the cube sets up as HA. So it's questionable. I'm because if you have two cubes setting up, right, as HA, in the heaven already represents both cubes, the H. I'm assuming, because number 8, I'm just have to think about it, because with the heaven comes the birth. And in order to create the birth, you use this number over here to create this number over here, right? And that answer to number 3 plus the 9 birth equals to the L letter. So am I thinking too much? What is the process that gets me to this reality? Another thing is once we get 3, we get its power of 2, and 3 to the power of 2, just as we did 2 equations here, gives me both these answers here. 3 to the power of 2 equals to 9. But that can be an Irish kite. Let me look at the rest. So anyways, I'm just thinking of 24, 25. Oh my God. Hall equals to 33. Amazing. Wow. 24, 25, 33. Wow. 25 and 8, 33. That is amazing. You see, if you're not here, we don't see it. Dewey So time. How do we do? Halloween. Hallow. 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 H-A. H-A-L. Hall. Hallow. Do we do? Okay. 4 and 15. I don't know. 514. Oh, yes. The E world in the sun. Right. 514. Do. Okay. Hall, we won. Now we won. Yes. ON is a division. I look at it, it's number 29 again. But for me, it's a division, because anytime I see O and N, the 14th and 15th letter, I don't know why I keep seeing a division between 9 and 11. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4. 14th letter. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 equals to 4 and 5. And 1 times 5, 1 plus 5 equals to 5 and 6. So they're connected at the E world. 4 is connected at the E worlds. So you would say Mars is connected at the E world into Saturn to run the half-life. So the half-life, okay, mirror is in Saturn. That's where that's okay. Okay. I mean, IVI 9. Yes. 9 or 40. 22. Well, you know what? I'm just trying to see, because it's going to show up or no. IVI, the 9th and 22nd and 9th equaling to 40, or the 9th minus the 22nd plus the 9 equals to 13 plus equals to 22. By leaving it together, right? Isn't that 22? Did I make a mistake? Okay, yes, it's 40. Hold on. You're out 9, 22, 9, or 40. Right. P is the center of the alphabet. Is it? Hold on. Is P the center of the addition alphabet? Whoop. Let me take a look at this. Um, 1 through 15. 1 through 15 equals to 120 plus 16 equals to 136. See, the average alphabet is 13.5. But when you add up 1 through 13, it equals to 91. Okay, the total alphabet is 351. So if the total alphabet is 351, the half alphabet would be 175, and 176. So that would be counting over to number 18. 1 through 18 equals to 171. And then 1 through 19 equals to 190. So the division in the alphabet falls between the letter R and S. And it's funny because so do numbers split that way with 36 numbers. But I didn't want to get onto that. I'm just tired right now. 16 centering the 31 that completes the script. Okay, hold on a second. Wow, why did you say that? Okay, are you following where I went to 31 or were you? Is it 16? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You know what I just did? I put 6 in the first position. I put 7 in the second position. I put 8 in the third position. Your creation is 6, 7, 8. You remember I said the value of A was 6 and I started it at F? Now what I'm doing, just for an equation, is I'm taking the 6 number and plugging it into one position. And I'm going to finish off the alphabet 21, 22, 23. Hey, girl, how you doing? Hey, little girl, you okay? Love you. 26. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to end the alphabet here and begin the alphabet here. And the center of this alphabet is, here's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 26. So we have 3, 6, 9, 12. 18 is the 13th number. 18 and 19. Well, it's getting divided in the same area. This is where the division is. 185. 18.5. Is that average? I think I just saw a little bug. And is the numbers going to stay the same? Oh, right. But the thing is, what letter is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Right. So it's between M and N is the actual division. The 18th and the 19th become M and N. M and N, O, P, Q, R. R is now number 23. S is 24. In the first alphabet, these were polarities, but they were with W and X. Now they're with R and S. So what is there going to be their complete polarity because of these two numbers? So the polarity of this one is going to be the same thing. It's going to be I4. And the polarity of S is going to be J5. So I have to look into that equation of what's going on. Very tired. I'm going to try and lapse through a full month, 1 through 31. Oh, is that what it is? 1 through 31, which is also the cube. Never mind, is it the cube? There are 7 months of 31 days. So 1 through 26, I know you did it, equals 351. And then you get 27, 28, 29, and that equals to 84. Plus 84 equals to 435. And you go 30 and 31 equals to 62. I like that, 6284. 21 and 28 divided by 3 plus 84 equals to 519. No way. What did you just mark? Full month, 1 to 31. Are you talking about adding all the numbers from 1 to 31? 80, 5, 6, 7. I made a mistake for sure. Just give me a second. Wow, my cat's all over the place. 351. Let me see this one. Where's 8? Oh. Okay, hold on. I'm just trying to write this stuff. I know it's a little boring. Okay, 351 plus 84 equals 435 plus 62 equals 497. So I might be counting something wrong. 497 is the new count. 248 and 249 is the passage. 24, that's so funny. 24:8 and 24:9 is the passage. 9 lives of the cat in the birth, 9 lives of the cat in the heaven. 48, the planet Pluto, buy and sell the ring and the pole. 49, Pluto and Mars. And I have to think of a little bit more of what I want to talk about in that. 364. 7 times 7 times 7. Plus 7 plus 7 plus 7. 76 the other way is 364. Hold on a second. Don't get this one. Okay, so what we got to do with this, okay, what we got to do with that for me is we have to calculate from what to what do you want to calculate to this harvest moon, because this harvest moon is not the same. 1938. Look at 1938. What went on the 2 or 3 previous years and the 2 or 3 next years? Cat in the Hat, yes. Invisible Sun. Invisible Sun. 555. Well, the roulette wheel. The center of roulette is 111. What's left over is 555. Yes, 9 lives of the cat. Right. 7 and 9. 13, 31. Right. Okay, I'm down to the end about. But what about after Z? Well, you know what? After Z, in order to complete the formation, would that not bring our birth into the house? Or is it begin to loop? Because the N becomes the Z, which becomes the sun, and then it becomes the Z, then it becomes the house and the sun, and the sun and the house, and the house and the sun, and the sun and the house, the DNA. It's back and forth because it's 2 letters. Its total is 40. So we'd have to do a little bit of work. Although 40 is blue, blue is cold. Then there's a lot of questions, and I'm a little love. Yes, 3645 love. Thank Kevin 711. Yes, that cube. The cube. The opposite sides of 2 sides of this cube is 7 with dots. The opposite side with voids is 11. 77 is the matter. What about after Z? What about after Z? We can use a letter in another language. We can go backwards and go Z backwards. Remember, it's been created, so we're not the end. The truth of what I possibly think, I believe, is that we're in a battle with empty space. We're a battle with something that's out of our range. You're in a battle with something that's out of our range. It hasn't arrived yet. We have no idea what it is. It can be something we've never thought or heard or seen before. Nothing that we've ever could manufacture in the greatest of all computers that have ever been in the galactic nations. I believe that we have to study and go beyond to protect our area space. Area space
Very important. 25 area space 44. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. We're going to have to talk about that number Z next time. I'm done. Fried. Super 7. Yes, Super 7. Super 7. So you got to figure out in the end game, because we have a singular moon, our moons work with the bypass of Phobos and Deimos out of Mars, and we're not going to discuss anymore tonight. Peace and love, and just believe, you know, because we know we can read deeper into the true definition of the word in creation. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for joining me. I'd like to join you.